Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. For anyone that doesn't know me, I am not a morning person. So, whoever decided that I should be doing this at 7 a.m., they're crazy. That was me. I'm crazy. So, hello, hello. Welcome to Bedhead Breakthroughs. I am Debbie Burns. I teach soul magic to unicorns who are working their way through transition, leading you back to radical self love and immense creation power. And this Bedhead Breakthroughs thing is just my way of getting out to the world before the day gets insane. So, today, I wanted to talk about the power of authenticity. I had the most amazing conversation with a friend this weekend. We've kind of fallen out of touch over the last couple of years. You know how that is. You have these really great friends, and then for whatever reason, let's call it pandemic and insanity over the last couple of years, you guys end up like not talking, not connecting. We've seen each other social, we've given each other high fives on social, but actually making it into an actual conversation has been hard. And this weekend, we've reconnected, and this woman is phenomenal. I love her so much. And it's like that thing when you get together, it's like you've never been apart. Oh my gosh, it was so great. My only sadness was the conversation didn't last longer because I scheduled things back to back. That was bad. I should have given us way more room. Anyway, power of authenticity. We were talking about her business. She runs a nonprofit, a really amazing nonprofit. And she was talking about how the last time we had talked, she was struggling to bring in tens of thousands to her nonprofit. And then in the last year, I think, she brought in hundreds of thousands of dollars to her nonprofit. Now, I'm not going to share the exact numbers because that is for her to share. That's her business. But I was floored and excited and all of the things for her, and I asked her, "What do you think made the biggest difference between struggling to get in the pennies and dimes for her nonprofit and like having this like cash fall of money coming in to help these incredible women that she serves?" And we talked through some different things. She's hired certain experts, but it was interesting because she's like, "I hired these experts and it did what I needed it to. I did this over here, didn't do what I needed to." What she came down to, the number one difference she said between making the money and or bringing the money in for the people she serves or not, was standing in her authenticity. She finally got to a place where she is like, I have zero fucks to give. There is nothing more. I can only show up as me. I can only be me. I can only say what needs to be said in the way that it needs to be said, trusting herself, trusting spirit as it's talking to her. And that, she said, has made the biggest difference. Being herself and trusting herself, being herself and trusting herself. And I loved it. I love the conversation because those are the things I talk about here in soul magic, that there is power in understanding who we are and power in living from that space. That space that says, I don't have to show up as you want me to show up. I get to show up as I show up. I don't have to show up as the rules tell me, or as the requirements tell me, or as old culture tells me. I get to be me. And when we can stand in that space of true love. Now, when I talk about love and when I talk about true love, let's just put a little caveat on there. What I'm talking about is very high level love, a kind of love that encompasses or includes grace, mercy, compassion, appreciation, trust, love, okay? All of these things, that it has all of this together, even justice, okay? This is all in this higher level love. And so when I talk about love, when I talk about leading you back to radical self-love, I am talking about that higher level love. I'm talking about getting you in a space where you love yourself so wholly, completely, and unconditionally that you cannot be swayed, you cannot be undermined, you cannot be deterred. Are you still going to have bad days? Yes. Shit happens. Okay. Something new is going to try and come in and knock you out of orbit. It's it's part of living on a planet with like 7+ billion other people who also get to make choices. But at the end of the day, when we can stand wholly and completely in that kind of radical self-love, that, my friend, is what opens up the creation power and the magic that I talk about often. It is the bridge, the stepping stone that brings everything together for our greatest good. So if you're wondering, how can I put more power into my relationships? How can I put more power into my business? How can I put more power into my sacred creation, my creation work? How can I do this? Love yourself. Stand in your authenticity. Pull away all of the layers, all of the grime that has been like added on you over the years, and come back to a place that says, oh my gosh, here is my core. Here is my core. And I love her, or I love him. Okay. That's the trick. Authenticity. The power of authenticity is, I don't want to say unimaginable. We can imagine it. For my friend that was going from tens of thousands of dollars of fundraising to hundreds of thousands of dollars, dare I say close to 1 million. Okay. For us, it can make the difference between joy and fulfillment. It can make the difference in your money too. I don't want to say she's the only one that can happen for, but love is all powerful. It is. It really, really is. And that starts with loving us. So that's my conversation for today. Thank you so much for coming to Bedhead and Breakthroughs. I'll be around later today to check out comments. If you have any questions, want to know anything else, let me know. This is going to be happening every week, Monday through Thursday, right now at 7 a.m. Mountain. I'm like, that may change because getting up this early is insane. But for this week, it's at 7 a.m. Mountain. So come back, check it out, bring your friends, let them know. And just know that I love you. I see you. It's time for you to see and love you too, because that person under all the layers of shenanigans and rules and culture, damn, she is amazing. And she is worth being seen. She is worth loving, and she is worth trusting. She and he. Okay. All of the above. Anyway, I love you. I love you. I love you. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you on the interwebs. Bye. I can figure out how to end this stuff.